can't bend over to pick that back up.
Yep.
Whose idea was this anyway?
It was suggested, and then you said it last week. So here we
No.
are.
Somebody else suggested it. It wasn't us.
No.
It was somebody. I know.
And then you said, "Oh well, we'll do it next week."
Yeah, I know. But this is like I'm leaning forward. I'm kind of awkward right now. Hi guys.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take my water out of my Camelback after the last event. It's gonna be gross.
Hey,
Make
guys.
sure if you're using hydro, empty it out and dry it out after every event. Otherwise, you get some nasty tastes in your Camelback or hydro.
Hey, Roger, the light's not on for the table.
That's okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the Not So Round Table.
Yeah, it's always on. Is it? Yeah.
Do we have to do this again?
No. It's funny. We'll just keep rolling as our cameraman negotiates the treacherous.
Okay, welcome back to the Not So Round Table. You guys know
Let
how we
there
like
be
to
light!
do it.
Look at that.
We like to answer questions that you guys submit in previous videos. Those go into our Helm of Reasoning. We're continuing an idea that was presented to us about answering thematic questions or themed questions. These are the ones from last time. So
These are the
event-related questions. So those can go out for now. Dump those questions.
We're going to put these actually in our other bag
Okay.
with all the questions that were been in there forever. So
Okay.
these questions aren't lost, but we're going to throw our gear questions in. These have been pre-screened. We actually got a little bit less from our person because they knew that we could only get to so many questions. So they
That's
just
kind of boring.
So they picked the good ones.
Oh, the good ones.
Yeah.
I imagine all the questions are probably good.
I think so too, but
All right, so we're answering gear-related questions on this episode of the Not So Round Table. Do you want to start us off?
Charles Adams asks, "What's up?" Insert. I wear glasses and I can't see very well without them. Do you recommend the wire goggles or a pair of eye pro that covers them?
I mean, your ideal solution would be a set of RX inserts in a goggle. So like Revisions, ESS.
I think even Smith Optics might have
Smith
that.
Optics as well as Oakley. No, not Oakley. Yeah, the M frames you can get. Prescription.
Yeah. You can get M frame prescriptions, and then with the Helo kit, you could use those.
Yeah.
I would not recommend wire mesh over glasses. It's gonna be really weird for you. Honestly, if here's another thing that people I know some people don't like contacts, but contacts really is the better solution if you could wear contacts. I know some people don't. My friend Todd doesn't like to wear them. But
And if you don't want to spend the money for RX inserts, I totally get it. Buy a set of goggles that fit over your glasses.
Yeah.
There are large enough goggles out there. What happened?
I was gonna grab a question.
Oh.
And I forgot it was your turn.
Well, that's okay.
I'm like that.
All right. This one's from Kang2999.
9.
In a milsim game, does the camo on my plate carrier have to match my BDUs?
No.
Depends on where you're playing. Every milsim op we've been to, the gear has not been a requirement color-wise. That's part of the reason why George and I have picked the colors of gear that we use. Coyote Brown.
We're not supposed to mention that we're wearing any gear, but it's too late now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's okay, though.
Anyway, no, it doesn't matter. Your gear can be like any color, I would say the only thing is maybe stay away from patterns. Solid colors are great because they go with anything.
Yeah.
Coyote Brown will go with woodland
or
a tan loadout, and
same
greens.
with
Ranger
OD.
Green's great. Ranger Green will go with almost anything as well. So, and then black sometimes goes pretty well with both as well.
Black goes with everything. It
Yeah.
just stands out.
Yeah, except at night.
Except at night.
We steamrolling. We steamrolling these questions.
I totally messed up this episode.
No, you didn't. No, we're just gonna do it. Never happened.
Okay.
Chris Archila. Hey, insert. What do you guys think about using Ear Pro? What do you guys suggest, good ear protection wise? Or what is a good suggestion for good way of protecting your ears? I would like to know because I've been shot in the ear many times and it hurts. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
You have 2 options. Well, 3 options.
None of which I use.
You can either get like the mesh lower that covers the ears as well. I've also seen people cut the ears only and kind of mount them to your helmet, sort of, which you can kind of do.
Oh, just the mesh
Yeah,
cup?
I've seen people do that. And then my favorite way is to just wear my my Ear Pro that I wear for shooting.
You can get the Ear Pro that we have here that works with your comms.
The Z Tactical stuff, those will make you look cool as well as protect your ears from that kind of stuff.
And if you do wear a helmet, you can mount them to the helmet, and it takes the strain off the top of your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even like a helmet like the Emerson helmets or whatever, you can put the ear. There's actually a slot for the Ear Pro to kind of go underneath. So think about that. That's always a good solution.
I have yet to protect my ears.
And I have yet to be shot in the ear.
I was going to say, I haven't also been shot in the ear.
Yeah.
But there's always that risk. I've been shot on the crown of my nose. You remember the Route 66 game? I was wearing Full Seal Eye Pro and... No, I wasn't. I was wearing a Shemagh. But I was wearing a Shemagh, and I got hit right in the gap of the nose bridge, on the goggle. And it whacked me, and it hurt a lot because I was shot real close, but I was like, okay, well, whatever. I kept playing, and then I got hit, put my hand up. I was walking back to respawn, and the dude stopped me. He was like, hey, man, you're bleeding. Are you okay? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I looked down, and there's blood everywhere.
That's
awesome. It had hit like a capillary, and it was just like spurting blood. So I just tucked my Shemagh back up under my goggles. And
sanitary.
Yeah.
I was going to go for a question again.
Dirt don't hurt. All right, here we go. Wow. Damn, that seems really empty. Okay, so this one comes from Speed of Chucky. Which mag pouches do you personally use or recommend? Flap mag pouches, bungee mag pouches, high-speed mag pouches, and or other mag pouches?
I like the Blue Force Gear Helium Whisper 10-speed pouches. Those are pretty nice because they go flat.
And, dude, they're low profile.
Yeah.
No, and they come in a variety of colors. Mm-hmm. They're easy to
They're
weave.
coming out with green, too. Green will be in stock soon.
Nice. Personally...
Yeah, you're not doing this very well, but go ahead and continue,
right.
sir.
I use high-speed gear tacos.
The double stacker tacos.
The double stacker tacos. I think if I did it again, I might do a single stack and then put a Whisper in front of them. Because I know
it'd be hard though to mount, but
you think so?
Well, no, actually, the Helium Whisper stuff's pretty forgiving, so maybe you could.
Or I would recommend maybe the Helium Whisper on your side on your cummerbund, so that way when you're not using them, they're out of the way.
That's good
that'd be cool. But yeah, I like the tacos because they have an elastic bungee, so you can adjust the retention tightness. But they also have like a plastic, I guess you could say a skeleton on the sides, so that they don't deflate completely when you pull a mag. So it's easy to get mags back into them. The other pouches that I really liked that I ran before I ran the high speed gear tacos is I ran the aggressor pouches that we carry. The ability to have both elasticized slots and the bungee,
those are nice.
or the elastic cover that you can remove if you want, was really nice. And it comes in a single and a double stack as well. So great pouch, and you can carry different mag types. It'll hold AKs or M4s. Sorry.
King Nguyen.
Nguyen.
Nguyen?
Yeah.
I should know that. I have a guy on my team with the same last name. But hey, Insert, love the different themes you got going. We hope so. My question, gear related, is what is your opinion on the different color pouches of a different colored plate carrier? I.e., OD pouches on a Coyote Brown plate carrier, or tan pouches on a black plate carrier, and so on and so forth. Again, love the series. Happy airsofting with a smiley face with the capital D.
Nice. Dude, I love multicolored Look, I know it looks ridiculous, but I'm all about breaking up large patterns, right?
If you do it right, it's not ridiculous, though. We've seen people who've done it right, and it looks pretty good.
Dude, I would use a Coyote Brown vest with an OD, a black, and a ACU pouch. Well, no, maybe not ACU. But, I would vary solid colors, because it breaks up your form. Obviously, I'm not doing that. But it looks cool. I've done it before.
I think the only time maybe it doesn't work out very well is if you're using green pouches or OD pouches when you're really trying to blend in well in the desert. There's not a whole lot of green in the desert to kind of blend into, so that's where it can kind of be weird if you're trying.
But it also does help break up that one solid tan block, no?
Yes, but you'd rather have the tan block, I would think, in that situation. But again, it's all personal preference. I don't think there's a problem with it. I've seen people who pull it off really well, who have an OD rig with Coyote Brown this and, everything.
I mean, honestly, I think it comes down to budget. If you already have a green setup and you want to switch to a tan setup, why buy extra pouches if you already have ones that work? Just mount them on your gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said.
And if they challenge you or make fun of you, Headshot, bro.
Hit him really hard with something.
No, just gun him down.
So what were you talking about?
I have to pull the next question.
You have to pull the next question?
All right, here we go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, this one is from Patrick Rogers. Dear Insert, what are the pros and cons of a chest rig versus a plate carrier? We talked about this in one of our previous inserts, but I think we can probably do an overview.
I think we should actually talk more in depth about why. Let's first. A plate carrier in real life is designed for a purpose, to hold armor plates.
Right.
To prevent you from getting shot.
In center mass.
In center mass, they also have side plates.
Right.
So, that is one thing that it's specifically designed for. So, why do plate carriers exist in Airsoft? Mainly because people want to look like the real thing.
Okay.
So they'll put the dummy sappy plates in their rig, or they'll put weighted sappy plates that aren't ballistic or whatever to mimic that look.
But they also happen to be a great way to store lots of gear on your person.
The plate carrier, what I like is it kind of holds your form a little bit better than like a chest rig does and gives you a little bit more room. However, once you weight down a plate carrier, even if you're using the dummy sappies, it gets pretty heavy compared to a chest rig.
Okay.
So you're kind of choosing, form, like your different types of form.
Not to mention heat.
Heat, yeah. It's definitely not as breathable, and so it comes down to that. Some people, I think Jet said once before, he uses a plate carrier because he doesn't want to get shot in the chest because he's a little baby. Yeah. So that's one thing to also consider as a con, because I've worn a chest rig, for example, indoors, and I've gotten shot in the back with a combat shirt. Man, that stings.
Yeah. If I'm wearing
especially
a chest
if it's a
rig, I'm not
teammate,
wearing
you get kind of mad.
shirt.
What's up? So those are kind of like
we could also do the soft armor with a chest
yeah,
rig.
you could. You could if you're trying to attain, achieve a certain look.
Yeah.
But I think it all depends on what you want to do. Like, for example, if I was playing a game, let's say I was going to go to Broken Home again, or let's say I was going to do a game where it was a lot of wilderness.
Okay.
I would probably go, you know what, I'm going to use a chest rig. And
Which
I'm
is
going to carry
interesting.
less things, and I want to do that for a reason. So that way I'm lighter, because you're doing all that hiking. It'd be better to be lighter and faster than heavier.
Which is interesting, because you would think that you would want to have more stuff with you because you're on a...
Yes, but I would actually... The thing is, with those kind of games, you have less engagements, so you actually need less magazines. So you can maybe carry like between 4 and 6 on you with maybe a speed loader and that. You just need to carry water. You don't need to carry grenades. You don't need to carry a secondary. You don't need to carry you don't need to have a helmet. The only reason actually I'd wear a helmet outdoors in that kind of situation is for the GoPro.
And banging your head on stuff.
If I'm in the forest,
Dude,
I'm not gonna.
You don't even know.
I've never banged my head on anything in the forest, but maybe a boonie hat would be probably better for lighter and all that stuff. So those are things to consider of your environment. If I'm in a mount facility, oh yeah, I'm wearing a plate carrier and a helmet, because the helmet's gonna protect my noggin, and the plate carriers are gonna prevent me from getting shot in the nipples.
And you've got lots of room for all your thunder bees and smokes and stuff.
I kind of threw you there, didn't I?
Yep. I was like, shot in the nipples. What are you talking about?
All right, we actually might clear out the bowl here. I can't read this question. Hold on. There we go. The Gamma Studios. Is there a plate carrier that you suggest that does not have a cummerbund? What?
I don't have a flashlight on my helmet.
Have you been drinking tonight, sir?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
Sorry.
we have quite a few
The
plate carriers.
Okay,
that
so
have-
a cummerbund is basically a a cummerbund is a Velcro attachment. There's many different types of them. There's elastic ones, some with mole on them, some that are quote slick that have nothing on them.
If I was wearing my vest, I could show you that it would be something like this. But since I'm not wearing any tag gear, I can't show you.
Okay, so if, for example, you had a buckle system,
Right.
or something like that, that is technically not a cummerbund at that point. So, hold on here.
So the buckle system would go between the front and back of the plate carrier panels, and that would just clip together, and it would be an open side.
In terms of ones that we carry the mission spec ones,
Right.
which are pretty good, and it kind of offsets, so it actually gets your plates seated correctly if you were going to use them for real shooting, because your back plate is normally a little bit higher than your front plate just because of where the body parts are.
Right.
So that being said, that plate carrier is a buckle system.
Okay.
So
and it doesn't have a cummerbund.
It does not have a cummerbund. In terms of other ones that don't have a cummerbund that I know
There are a couple
of,
Matrix ones that we sell that don't have cummerbunds.
the I think one of the new Condor ones has a buckle system, and then there are others that there are other companies out there that do something similar, like Sotec but I mean the Sotec rig is a lot of money. I mean that
The
Viper rig is like
cummerbundless
$1,000.
system is nice because you've kind of got the best of both worlds. You've got a lighter weight system.
But you can't don and off it quickly. That's its disadvantage.
You can't just unclip the buckle and take it off.
No, you can't. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have a cummerbund, you just
Oh.
unclip the buckle and take it off.
Oh, yeah.
Versus if you have a Velcro cummerbund, then
Then it takes longer to put on and take off.
But it is also at the same time more secure. So I mean, Velcro it's actually got a higher strength rating than buckles.
Yeah, but okay.
But what?
No, it's just cummerbunds are cool, man.
Yeah, I want to switch my cummerbund though. I don't know. The elastic one.
Whose question is it? Is it my question?
Do you need a light, sir?
No.
sure?
I've got good vision. Keegan Phillips asks, "Hi, insert. What's the best knee pads and how do you wear them? My pal only uses one." Your pal is a smart man.
I wear cry pants, so I have knee pads built into the pants.
Okay, so there really is no way to say like best knee pad. There are a huge variety that we sell, and really we sell a variety so that every airsofter can
They're in all
test
budget
them.
ranges.
You have to budget, but mostly fit.
Yeah.
The only way knee pads work is if you fit them. Because if it doesn't fit you properly when you're running, it'll slip. When you bend your knee, it could bunch and hurt. So it really is. It's just like trying on a pair of shoes. You got to get a pair that fits.
Good ones too. Like I mean, what I like about the hard shell knee pads versus sometimes like I was just referencing pants that have them built in. The ability to use them and slide on them and not have them attached to your pants gives you a little bit more versatility. Keep in mind, the only thing I don't like about them is they heat up.
Right.
A lot. So that's something to keep in mind. But I mean, in terms of for like CQB stuff, I think
Hard shell.
hard shells are amazing.
Yeah,
for
especially
that.
you referenced your friend wearing one. That's probably because that's the knee he takes a knee on more often. For example, as a righty, I put it on my right knee because when I'm doing CQB, I do like that baseball slide and get my right knee under me so that I can slide on that hard shell and then pop up with my left foot. And then it's not as restrictive as having both.
I would do it on both knees because just if you're on one side or the other, you don't want to be constrained to just.
I just don't use my left side.
I know you don't. This has been a problem for you in the past.
Yes.
All right. So let's see here.
Oh, we might actually get through.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're gonna try here. All right. We have Adam Fion.
Fion? Yeah.
Fion? Is that? Oh yeah, it's like it almost spelled like Scion a little bit. Hey, insert. Do you think a ghillie suit is necessary for airsoft sniping or not? I don't ever want to ever wear a ghillie suit ever again in August in Southern California in the desert.
Okay, hold on. You know, I used to think ghillie suits were just cool and like didn't really have any use on the airsoft field.
They do.
I didn't think they really had any use. And then we had airsoft camp 2 weekends ago, and I had a dude because I was leading my force of 10 dudes. I had a guy in a ghillie suit with a sniper rifle, and I basically like as we were pushing up the hill, I was like, "Ghillie, go as far forward as you can and provide covering fire." And I swear to you, without him in the ghillie suit, where the green side couldn't see him, we would not have gotten nearly as far as we did. He was an integral member of our forward push. And I absolutely, if you can stand the heat and you don't mind wearing it, heck yes.
The only thing is make sure that you learn how I know that this is frustrating from some people. Make sure you learn what BBs feel like when they hit you.
Oh, yeah,
and stuff like that. You know, just try to be as honorable as you can. Obviously, you can't feel them as much, but just kind of learn the sounds to listen to. Maybe go in your backyard and shoot it a bunch of times and see kind of what happens, because that can get a little frustrating.
For the other team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't know you're not calling your hits, but you're not.
Well, I don't know about that. We were winning, so.
Did you win?
We did win the second game. Whatever. Jet cheated.
At least the last game was a tie.
Yeah. John Banks asks, how much gear is too much gear? Please reference Mo Molly, Mo Problems.
That's too much gear.
Yep.
if you don't need more than 8 mags, you don't need more than 2 grenades, you don't need more than 1 pistol, you don't need more than 2 mags for that pistol. Those are good rules to follow.
A squad is only as fast as its slowest member. A good squad is only as fast as its slowest member. And if you're the guy with 140 pounds of gear on and you're moving at a mile an hour, you got too much gear.
Yeah. Very good point. Am I the slowest guy on our squad?
No.
Who is?
I think it's me.
Miguel?
No. I think it's me.
No,
it's
not
Jet.
you.
Jet Desert Fox is the slowest
Jet
member.
is always the furthest forward. No,
Whatever.
Jet's always going.
He's so slow, he comes up from behind us, and then we circle around the map, and then he's in front.
Well.
That's not true.
Chun. Hey, insert. Around how much gear would you typically run for a Maelstrom event? Like number of mags, speed loaders, BBs, and walkabout games. Keep up the cool work, guys. I just kind of said I think you don't need more than 8 mags.
I would run 6. I do run 6.
Keep in mind that's 6 in your vest, 1 in your gun. Whenever I reference that.
Oh.
I'd always want to start with 6. Like, if I was going to run 6 mags, I'd have 7 mags total with 1 in the gun already. I keep that usually in, like, a dump pouch or a pocket so I can access it right before the game starts. And I have my mags on the front.
Interesting.
Simple. Speed loader, carry a good speed loader that is dependable.
Like a TM or KWA.
Yeah, or the smaller ones. The smaller ones work pretty good too. Like the 120 rounders, not the really small
okay,
one, but
yeah.
those ones
the
I've
220s.
I've had good luck with that one, and those are really small, so you can kind of tuck them in somewhere.
Extra BBs.
Extra BBs, I carry them in a bottle with a sock inside. You put them in there. It doesn't make any noise when
Which
it
I
rattles
still
around.
have not done.
Yeah, I know, it's genius though. Just go to the container store. You can pick up one for like $1.50, and then just find an old dress sock. And then 2 grenades, 1 pistol.
This is for Milsim.
Milsim, yes.
Okay.
1 pistol, 2 mags for that pistol, 1 in the gun. And then I would have... That's about it.
Okay.
Obviously, water.
And
then
water.
if you want, maybe it's like small toolkit, stuff like that. Like I carry a Phillips, pliers, and Allen wrenches.
I don't do any of that thing.
I know you depend on me to carry it for you.
Well, no, I just leave the game. Oh, guns down, I'm done.
So that's what I suggest for walk-on game. If I go to I'll usually just carry
Depends on the field.
4
If they
or 5
allow eye
mags.
caps, just do 3 eye caps.
Yeah, 4 or 5 mags max. If I'm running mid caps, if I'm running on my gas gun, I'll usually carry as many gas mags as I have, but I probably won't even use them through the whole game. I don't bring hydration for that. I usually take my hydration off so that way I have a little bit more room. But sometimes I've been just keeping it on, and then I don't carry. I don't carry as much when I do walk-on games.
Yeah.
Because all my walk-on games are usually really short anyway.
And very fast-paced. I don't have time to deal with gear. I agree with everything he said. I have no reason to answer that question. We're supposed to not have these on.
I know, we don't have gear on. It's okay.
Jared why am I still whispering? Jared Woodkowski asks, "Hey, insert, love the show. What are your opinions on running real military gear, such as LBT, Cry, ballistic helmets, or real armor plates for Milsim and other events?" That's funny because
Everybody's talking about my Cry.
yeah. Okay, so well, LBX is now making stuff specifically for Airsoft, and they're almost the exact same quality.
It's not
as LBT.
just for Airsoft, though.
Oh,
LBX is a company that's basically, the concept behind it is they can design everything. Everything is built with very compliant materials, but it is made overseas. Or sometimes based on demand, sometimes it could be made in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
You don't know, but it could be made overseas. But it's still quality controlled and all that stuff, similar to like Maxpedition or Hazard 4. Those companies are made overseas, and they do a really good product. So
you have to remember too that the more popular Airsoft gets, the more gear manufacturers are upping their quality standards. So you can actually get stuff that was originally designed for Airsoft that is not only Barry compliant, but it's being used by real military personnel now. So, the argument that you're wearing, Condor. Well, Condor is being fielded by real military personnel, and it's
the slings are, yes.
Yeah,
Just the slings. They has to be USA stuff.
right.
But for the military specifically, that's kind of a requirement. If they pick up a government contract, it has to be very compliant, which means everything's made here. In terms of how do I feel like LBT, the 6094A is a cool rig.
It works very well.
But it's expensive. And they're honestly, when it first came out, it was the only rig of its time, but of its quality at that price, at a price point that it wasn't a $700 CRAS.
Right.
But now, with so many other companies coming out with more affordable rigs, you don't need to spend $395 on a rig. You can buy one. You could buy a very good one made in the USA for like $220, maybe even down to the $150 mark. You know, if you look at Shellback, or if you look at some of the, some other stuff.
Shellback.
Yeah, Shellback, or if you look at some of the other stuff.
And as
in terms of helmets,
it's Airsoft, bruh.
Yeah, but
Wear an Emerson.
You can get a real one.
Just wear an Emerson. And in terms of like camo and stuff like that, if you want to spend $200 on a set of Cry pants, go for it.
We've done it.
If you want to, there are more than enough options for camouflage, from way less expensive gear manufacturers. It's all depending on what your budget is, and if anybody chastises you for what you've put on, it's your gear. Who cares what they think?
What one do you want?
I don't care. Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
It's upside down. Smell shake. Deer insert. Helmet or hat? Which do you prefer? Helmet.
Hat.
Helmet,
I hate wearing
helmet
my
for
helmet.
GoPro. Hat is great. If I wasn't running a camera, I'd wear a hat outside.
Yep.
Not at mount though.
Yep. Especially when I'm wearing like a full face helmet. I like wearing a baseball cap backwards so I don't get shot in the back of the dome. Or in the neck.
And it also
Works
helps
great.
keep the strap up on your head too.
True.
That's a trick paintballers learned.
This one's from the Stone COD. Stone Cod.
Stone Cod?
The Stone Cod.
That's
favorite pouch you own? Hayden. I think that's who it's from. Hayden. I think maybe that's his name. Favorite pouch you own? Question marks.
Oh.
Hayden. Is Hayden your name? Or you...
favorite pouch I own.
My favorite is my Mil-Spec Monkey Tactical Tailor admin pouch, which I don't even have mounted on my chest as an admin pouch. I have it mounted on the side. Great place to keep a speed loader. I put my phone, my wallet, and keys in there when I'm playing Airsoft.
He would be able to show you if he wasn't wearing his rig.
If I was
right now.
wearing my rig, I could show you.
My favorite pouch is honestly my Tactical Tailor dumb pouch. The roll up one, the Fight Light one. I bought that pouch and it is the best dumb pouch ever in my opinion, and it's like $15. And it rolls up really small.
Really
and
small.
it came with the new malice clips, which are the lighter ones that are actually easier to...
I was going to say, are they any easier to...
No,
put
they're
on?
way easier. That's it, dude. We're done.
That's all the questions.
We finished!
That's
Insert
all
is over!
No, it's not. That's all for this episode on gear. That's all the questions we had. If you have any future questions... Wait, what do you want to put as our next theme?
Oh, I actually talked with our screener. We're actually just going to do a regular insert next week, and then we'll do a theme after that.
Okay, regular insert coming next week. Any future questions you guys have, please comment in the section below. We'll see you guys next week answering more questions. See you later.
Did that hurt your nose?
No, it's fine.
Bye.